All right, so we got to the shoot. We met the hospital's vice president of communications about 8 o'clock in the lobby. The session was scheduled from 8:30 to about 10. So that gave us a half an hour to sort of talk about what the images were going to be used for. Some of them will be used on a website, some will, just general publicity, some will go into a brochure. So the key is, since it's a children's hospital, we wanted to make them relatively warm, make the surgeons seem like real people and not be too intimidating. But we also wanted to shoot in the operating room a little bit. So first thing we did is we looked at the lobby, and there were some real colorful backdrops and some big like children's alphabet blocks. And there was a huge window wall. I mean, that thing was from the floor to the ceiling, probably a story and a half, maybe 20 feet high. So a lot of window wall. It looked like that was going to be pretty nice because it was in the morning, and it was sort of the north side of the building, so we didn't have direct sunlight, but we had a nice sun coming in. Just outside that window was what they call I think they call it a reflective garden, or healing garden actually. And it's a place with benches and trees and some shade and a lot of greenery, and just a place where a parent with a child in the hospital could take some downtime, and even some of the hospital medical staff could just go to catch their breath and reflect a little bit on the work that they do. So we had some places with bright sun, and we also had some places with open shade, so we'll show you some of that. And then the next thing we did was go upstairs. Oh, first of all, we started shooting the surgeons. There were 3 men and a woman, and they were just in sort of coats and jackets, ties and jackets. And then they put on the white lab coats, and then we went upstairs into an operating room, and they changed into their scrubs. So you'll see all of that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what we shot in the lobby with that large window wall. In a couple of the instances, we well, in all the inside instances there, we were using the Whaletail studio version as our main light. It was off to the camera left, or to the right of the subjects, and it was maybe 10 feet back. Because we had that huge window wall on the other side, we didn't really need light there, but I did use the reporter Whaletail just as a fill light, and that was back 15, maybe even 20 feet from the subject. And oh, in fact, I should show you how those flaps were set up so you can see what that looked like. But so that was the first. Then we did some with some other backdrops, same area, the lobby. So that's what I'll show you first. After we shot in the lobby, we went outside into the garden area, and we shot in some open shade. And I only used one flash out there, because all I was looking for was really just some fill flash. And I could have shot it in this soft position like I did inside. And I could have used either the reporter or the studio version. I used the studio, I think because that's what was in my hand at the time I walked out the door. It wouldn't really make that much difference. And what I did, I just closed both flaps, because all I really wanted was some fill flash. And when I say it didn't make any difference which one I used, it's simply because the translucency of the reporter and the studio are exactly the same. The only difference is the studio is twice the size, so that's, it's going to spread the light a little further. But again, I was just in open shade, so I wasn't using this as my primary light source. Okay, so that's what we shot out in the garden area.